Welcome back to Wild Bill and the Other Guy. It's time to talk some football. Eagles, Giants this Sunday at the Meadowlands. 8:15 NBC.
Round time.
What are your thoughts? Who's going to win? Is this a make or break for the division?
Yeah, definitely make or break for the division.
Yeah.
As I said last week, the momentum factor. Giants, Eagles, Cowboys. Whenever they play, it's more than just a game. It's a momentum boost. And I'm going to get to my point here. The Giants. I see the Giants winning this game. They're straight up better than the Eagles. Their second.
Eli's heel though.
I know their secondary is excellent. The Giants' secondary is among the best in the NFL, along with their pass defense. And the Eagles rely on throwing the ball, and they can't run the ball. So I don't know how you can't pick the Giants in this one just based off of the numbers and rankings.
Well, what both teams have solid or some of their star defensive players out. The Giants have Antonio Pierce done for the year. Eagles have Stuart Bradley done for the year. Both teams pretty good offenses, and what you said about this being a make or break, I think for the Giants it's a make or break because they don't have the Eagles or the Cowboys
exactly.
on the schedule.
The Eagles still have.
For the Eagles, this last game of the year, Cowboys are in Philadelphia, so I disagree with you. I don't think it's a make or break for the Eagles. I think they can still beat the Cowboys and be able to win the division. I will also pick the Giants because the Eagles.
Give me a score though. Give me a score. That's what everyone wants to know.
I think 21-17 Giants. I think the Eagles, they're getting Acilio Hansen back but from his 4-game suspension. But I just think with Eli injured, I think Brandon Jacobs will be able to run the ball, establish a running game with Ahmad Bradshaw. I'm my sleeper pick for the game.
Sleeper pick, give me it.
I'm going to say
performance. Yeah.
Mario Manningham. I think
Mario Manningham.
And he's going to step up.
The wide receiver out of Michigan. My scores, I'm going to have to go with the Giants 30, Eagles 24. I think the Giants will have a big offensive day because the Eagles' defense is not very good. Brandon Jacobs is an absolute bull, and I think the Eagles will put up some points, but the Giants are just,
This game is way more important for the Giants. If they lose this, all hope.
Yeah, because the Eagles, as you said, they still play the Cowboys, so they can still, affect their destiny.
And, hey, if the Cowboys keep winning like they are now, maybe the division will be over, but this game won't mean anything.
Let's talk a little Flyers. The Flyers they're struggling right now. They're just outside the playoffs, they're on the line, they're on the border, they're in 8th place, 7th place, but kind of like the Sixers. But at the beginning of the year, they were picked by the Hockey News to win the Stanley Cup. The Hockey News is a magazine for hockey, and they were picked to win the Stanley Cup, but they're not doing so well.
I think this is natural with all the teams. A lot of expectations. Chris Pronger, they gave up a lot to get him. I think if you could describe the Flyers' season this year, one word would be underachievers. Danny Briere.
Mint. Okay, yes.
Underachievement. Danny Briere's been injured, and he's not playing $8 million, $50 million. He's only got 10 goals this year.
8 years, $50 million.
8 years, $50 million. Mike Richards only has 11 goals. Jeff Carter only has 9 goals. Someone needs to tell these three people to wake up, or their season could be over.
11 goals is not bad for a mediocre player. Last year, Jeff Carter
had 20 at this point.
He was tearing up the league.
Yeah.
He's a much better sniper than he's showing. Mike Richards just isn't playing like the Mike Richards of old. Mike Richards is one of the best defensive forwards in the NHL, and he had 6 goals, and he was the leading scorer
through the first 10 games.
Yeah, through the first 10 games. He now has 8 to 10
Maybe it's been the layoff. I haven't really played much though.
Yeah, they had that one break before they went into Florida.
Ray Emery has also been terrible.
Oh my God.
Worse. Brian Boucher. I would start Brian Boucher. I think John Stevens needs to be fired.
Right, I think that a lot of when they were picked to win the Stanley Cup, the editors thought that maybe Ray Emery would be Ray Emery. If you don't know, he's a psycho head case goalie who came from Ottawa.
From the Russian league.
He went from Ottawa where he had a fight with the coaches, the players. He got kicked out of the NHL or something. Went over to Russia. Almost killed a trainer there. Then comes back to the Flyers in the NHL. Why would you do that? Why would you?
They're trying to find gold in a haystack.
Needle in a haystack. That's a malapropism right there.
They should wait.